Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, I will be teaching you step by step on how to build the best, most functional rocket ship in LEGO Fortnite. Not only can it fly super high up and land on the ground super easily, this thing is fully capable of flying all around your world with a super easy to use control system that I created specifically just for this rocket ship. Now, I'm sure you guys are curious on exactly how I built this thing. Well, here's a picture for you. Good luck. Hopefully you can build it. Okay, guys, I'm just kidding. Let's get right into the build tutorial. Alright, so if you did not watch my live stream where I built the 1-hour rocket ship, this is basically the tower that I used to build it. And while it looked pretty cool, I kind of had to destroy it to launch the rocket ship. So unfortunately, yeah, we're going to have to come up with a different design for that tower. So in order to build this rocket ship, we are going to need to build a little tower like that. I'm not going to go all out and build one like that again. That was mainly just for the thumbnail of the video. But anyways, we are going to need to build a little tower, so we're just going to take any pillar you want, and we're just going to place it on the ground just like this, wherever you have a nice flat area, and we're just going to go up a few blocks. Doesn't have to be anything insane, and then we're just going to grab any kind of fence, literally can be any fence, preferably one that's about 8 blocks long like this. Place it just like that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's literally just gonna be to hold the aircraft up so it doesn't fall onto the ground. Next up, we're just gonna grab any wall you want. You can literally use any wall. Once again, like I said, you can use the noble wall, you can use the umber wall, you can use a castle wall. But in today's video, I think we're going to use the acres wall because I really like the red on this thing. So when you're building this rocket ship, you're going to want to make sure that the colored part is facing outwards. So that's what you're going to see. So just like this, the red part's facing out, and we can place one wall just like that. And then we're going to go one wall out on each side just like this, so that we have 3 blocks wide. Now what we're going to want to do is snap it to the right. But then we're going to want to go 1 block over like that. And then we're going to do that one more time. Go snap it onto that block and go 1 more block to the left there. So that way we have a pattern that looks just like this. Alright guys, we're going to do the same thing on this side as well. Snap it just like this, making sure the red is outwards. And then go 1 to the right, place it there. And then once again, 1 to the right, place it there. And while you're building it, make sure you're building it with the color out, because it can get pretty confusing at times. So now we can snap it to this block that we just placed here, making sure red's out, go 1 to the right. Same exact thing on this side, just opposite, just like that. And now we kind of have like a C-shaped, and this is where things get a little bit easier to understand. Now we're just going to go 1 more on each side, just like this. And then this is where we can start snapping 1, 2 on each side. Place 1 there, and 2. And now it's officially a full entire C shape. So if you guys can look at this pattern a little closely, I know it's a little confusing, but now we're just gonna basically replicate this on the other side, and we officially have the hardest part of the rocket ship done. I promise you, this is pretty much the hardest part. So now pretty much just replicate what the other side's like. Go 1 over here, keep going, 1 more over, and then finally 1 more over, and then same thing on this side, 1 over and 1 over. And now you're gonna want to snap, because it's a little bit different. You're gonna have to snap on the inside of this block and go 1 over, and then same thing on this side, snap on the inside, go 1 over, and then now we can go 1 more out, and then we can place 2 more blocks just like this, and it'll line up the circle perfectly. Now we officially have the shape of the body of the rocket ship. So I'm going to give you a bottom view real quick so you guys can copy it if you could not understand the instructions clear. Now what we're going to do is add 3 more layers on top just like this. So I'm not going to bore you guys with all the details again. I'm just going to speed up the video. It's pretty self-explanatory from here. Just keep placing right on top of the old blocks and you will not mess it up. I promise you. And there we go guys, just like that. The middle body of the rocket ship is complete. Now we can add the roof to this thing, and we can add the bottom with the thrusters, and then all we got to do now is add the sides to the rocket ship. Oh man, why's it got to start raining? Oh well, that is not going to stop us. Next thing you're going to want to get, if you're using free parts, go with the Castle Wall 01. Grab yourself these noble pillars right here. They pretty much do the same thing. They're exactly the same size and shape and almost the same color. I just think these look a little bit better because they are full on white and they have them little black lines on it, which I think adds a nice little touch to it. So all we're going to want to do is basically go around the whole thing with the same shape once again. And these, it doesn't matter which way they're facing because all four corners are the exact same. Alright, once you have that complete, we're going to add another layer. So just place one here, but then we're going to have to go one in just like this. Now break that one. And this one should be standing up freely. And then we can just start placing them on the inside just like this. You're basically just building on the inside of this thing. Just one block in like this. Pretty self-explanatory. Alright, there we go. That one's a little complicated, but I finally got it. Just copy this exact design right here. Pretty much just three on this side, 3 on this side, 2 blocks on this side. And then just kind of connect them on the corners just like this. Now we're going to go one more layer up once again. I know it's getting repetitive, but guys, trust me, it is totally worth it, man. Alright, let's go up one more layer here. Alright guys, there we go, and you can see the design once again. We got 3 blocks on each side right here, and then it just kind of goes like a little loop around here. 1 block, 1 block, and 1 block. Spacing them out 1 block at a time. Not too complicated. Now, once again, we're going to add one more, and I promise you, we're almost done with this roof here. Alright, there we go. So we basically just built on the inside 2 blocks on each side, then we put 3 blocks in the middle. Not too complicated. Now all we're going to do on the top is just place 2 blocks right in the center, and officially we have completed the top part of this rocket ship. Man, that looks amazing. So that part is done. Now we can start on the bottom part, which is the most fun part, man. I gotta be honest. Definitely the most interesting. So what you're going to want to do is grab one of these rustic BMO ones, and we're going to place it right here on the side, on every side. One there, one here, and then one there. Oops, one right there. There we go. And all you're going to want to do now is grab yourself the 2x8 block long rustic beam, place it one out just like that. So it's right in the center, but 1 block out. And we're going to do that on each side once again. There we go. And then get yourself the rustic beam 12 block long. Do the same thing as we just did, but with the 12 block long one. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And last step, grab the 16 block long one. And oops, don't do that. Like I said, place it 1 block out. Just like that. And bam, now we have the bottom almost complete. All we got to do now, come down to the 2-door beam 01. And if you don't have these, don't worry, they're not a necessity, you don't have to add them. But we're going to add these so that way they're in the corner just like that. And then we can keep working our way down. Just trying to hide the empty space here. And there we go, we got one side done. It's going to look something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just try to hide the gaps in the rocket ship. So if you come down here, you can place it right on top of this block here. Just like that. And then we can place one more to the right of it. Just like that. And it's pretty simple. Just keep placing them and do it on all 4 sides. Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the blocks on every side. Now, the bottom of the rocket ship is officially complete. Let's stand back and take a quick look at how awesome this thing is. There we go. Now all we have to do now is add the side rockets to it, which again is going to be super simple. So once again, if you don't have the noble pillar, you can use the castle walls, but in this tutorial, we're going to use it because it looks better. So basically, come to the bottom of the rocket ship here, and we're just going to snap it right on the middle wall here. And then we're going to go out until it turns green and place it there. Then we can go 3 blocks wide, and then we're basically just going to snap it to the side, go 1 block out, and we're just going to build 3 more blocks wide. And same thing on this side. And then same thing on this side. We're going to go 1 block out. We're actually going to go 4 blocks out, and then we're going to snap it in the middle there, go 1 block out, and same thing on this side, 3 blocks wide again. And that is going to be the shape of the side rocket ships. We're going to do the same exact thing on this side as well. So go 1 block there, and then make it 3 blocks wide. 1 block out, place it there. Another block out, place it there. And we'll snap it on the side, and we'll go 4 blocks out. Don't place one where I placed one. Break that. Do the same thing on this side. 4 blocks out. Then we can snap on the middle inside, and then come 1 block out and place 3 blocks here. Now that is the shape of the 2 side rockets, and we're gonna go up another story before we build the roof here. And then there we have the rocket ship with the 2 side rockets. All we gotta do now is build the roof on these things, and it should be complete. So for the roof, all you're gonna wanna do, we're just gonna use these beachy beams, but if you don't have them, you can use the rustic beams or the Tudor beams, whatever you have. And if you don't have any of those, you can always use the granite foundation pieces. Those work really good. So we're gonna come over here, get ourselves a beachy beam, and we're just gonna go to town with trying to build this roof here. So we're gonna wanna start off with placing one of these on each of the corners, just like this. And there we go, you should have something that looks like that if you place it on each side. And then we're just gonna keep working our way in until we meet at the peak of the roof. So for this one, we're gonna have to place 2 here because it has no supporting piece. So place one there, and then we're gonna place one right next to it. Alright, just like that. Then we can come over here to the Beachy Beamo one, and we're gonna snap it right to the right on it, just like that. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side as well, just like that. Make sure it's on the inside. Get yourself the Beachy Beamo 2 once again, and we're just gonna snap it on the end of those 2 pieces there. Now we can break this piece here, and it'll be held up all by itself magically. Now we're gonna get ourselves the Beachy Beamo 1, and we're gonna place them on the inside. But once again, we're gonna have to get a supporting piece first to place it. Then we can place it there. Then we're just gonna keep going all the way across this thing until it is completely covered. And then one more, making sure they're all level. Now we can destroy this last piece here. Make sure to punch it so you don't accidentally break something else. And there we go, there's the roof on one of the rocket ships. Now we're gonna do the exact same on this side. Place a piece there, place a piece there, get yourself the Beachy Beamo 2, place one in the middle there, and one in the middle there. Alright, and there we go, guys. Got the roof on that side as well, which means them 2 little rockets are officially complete. The big rocket is pretty much complete. All we gotta do now is add some balloons and thrusters, and this thing is officially complete, guys. Before I forget, we gotta add the wings to it, though. That is a big thing that I almost forgot. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna go to the roofs, go all the way down to the bottom until you reach the dine-in roof wall. And if you guys don't have this, you can use the rustic roof wall. It looks just the same. So we're gonna put this on the side of this aircraft, making sure it's about 2 blocks higher than the bottom. Doesn't have to be exact, just roughly, but make sure it is centered. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side here. Bam, same thing on this side as well, making sure it's centered, about 2 blocks in the air. There we go. And then this side, we're gonna have to wait to add on because that piece is right there. But if you don't want to wait, why don't we just connect it right now, so that way we can break that down there. So break that, place that up there. Now all we gotta do is move this over just a little bit. So we'll come up here, place this on top. We'll go out 2 just to be safe. Then we can come down with a new beam straight into the ground. This way we can break that old beam, and we can still place our wing. So make sure it's in the ground before you break this beam. So we'll break this. Okay, and nothing fell. Alright, we're good. We'll break this, and then we're gonna make sure we connect these 2 before we break that last one, because that would not be good. So we'll break that one, and now everything is connected to that piece there. Now we can officially place our last wing, making sure it's about 2 blocks above and centered. And I didn't place it. Okay, why is it not? My character must be in the way. Okay, let's 3rd time's the charm. There we go, guys. We got all of the wings on. Now just look at this thing. You can't tell me that that doesn't look amazing. My goodness. This thing looks absolutely amazing. Alright, that's enough yapping. Why don't we get to putting some balloons in here? So first off, really not going to be able to sit in here because there's literally no way to see out of it. So we're just going to spam fill this thing with balloons. As many as we can. So just get yourself an 8x8 floor piece. It can be any floor piece. And we're just going to place it right here, as close to the edge as you can, and then we're just gonna try and fill in the gaps with whatever we can. Alright, there we go, guys. You still have a lot of room to place balloons here, but unfortunately there's no way to get out, so we're gonna have to break it to get out. But now we can at least place a crap ton of balloons in here, and unfortunately large balloon doesn't fit right here, but I think if we go down farther it might actually fit. The top of the rocket ship is in the way, so we're just gonna place a bunch of small balloons right here. And there we go. We got about, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 small balloons. So now in order to get out, we're gonna have to break it. So we'll just escape right here. break that pillar and this one, and then we can get out and we'll just quickly replace it before anybody notices. There we go. It's like nothing even happened. All right, now we can enter the bottom once again. But before I do that, why don't we take a nap, because it is dark out. And I don't like when it is dark out, okay? Ah, nice and bright. Let's continue building this thing. So we want to see where the maximum this large balloon can fit. So it's about right there. So I got my eye on a spot. We got to place the floor just about right here. And we should be able to fit a large balloon here then. So let's see. We place it here. Okay, there's something in the way. Let's try and go down just a little bit more. Maybe I have to go down farther. All right, let's try that one. Okay, so we can place it right there. Now we got a large balloon in here. Looks like you have to go down pretty far. Then we can place a bunch of small balloons in here as well, just to add more balloons, because this thing is absolutely insanely heavy, man. So we can probably add one more layer with a large balloon, and that's gonna be it. One more there, add a large balloon here. Okay, so we gotta go down just a little bit farther. We're gonna have to go down to like the bottom of this rocket ship, man. There we go. Large balloon, bam. Place a couple small balloons. And now that is going to be every balloon we can fit inside the rocket ship. So if you guys couldn't fit that many balloons, you're not going to be able to fly this thing. But now comes the fun part. We're going to literally add as many rockets to this thing as physically possible. So I'm just going to start spamming them on the edges of these things. I think we can fit 5 rockets on each of these. Okay, maybe I have to space it out a little better. I know we can fit 5 rockets on these pieces. Let me try that again. So you want to go all the way to the edge till you can't place it no more. There we go. 5, yep. And you're going to want to place 5 on every single one. So let's do that. There we go, guys. We got 20 thrusters, right? 20. I think that's 20 thrusters right there. We're going to add a bunch more, but as of right now, there's 20 there. So we're going to add 3 more on each of these corners here. So one there, and then we're going to go out to the very edge here. If we can. Okay, we can't fit it there, so we're going to place it up here. Got a block right here we can place it on. So you want at least a minimum of 3 in each corner. If you can't fit 3, find a place to fit 3. So like, can't fit it there, but we should be able to fit it up here. There we go. There's 3. And you're gonna want to make sure they're almost all symmetrical, because with this rocket ship, if anything is off, it will not fly straight. Trust me, I would know. So we got 3 in the corner there. Oops. I thought I placed it. Okay, and there's no spot for a thruster, so just add one. Just add a spot. There we go. Got 3 in there. Now we just need to add 3 to this corner, and we will be good. And there we go, guys. Now we officially have, what is that, 32 thrusters on the bottom of this. And we're still not done. What you're going to want to do is get yourself a controllable swivel. Place it right on top of each one of these little rockets here. And these are going to be what help us turn. Once again, get yourself any pillar that you want. Place it on top of that swivel, right in the center. And we're going to get ourselves large thrusters again. We're going to place as many that can fit on one side as possible, which I think is 4. Yep, we can place 4 on each side. So place 4, making sure that they're exactly the same on each side. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now finally, we did it wrong, because these are going to contradict each other. We got to break these, put them on the other side. I've done that before, and it's kind of confusing. But once you're in the air, you will understand it. So to control these, we do need a seat. So we're just going to place the seat right on top of this thing, because that is the only place I could find to place a seat to where you can see everything. So we just got to turn these real quick, so that way we have a spot to place the actual thrusters. Oh my goodness, that hurt like heck. All right, now we just want to place them on the same side. So right there. And then we're just going to come down here, and we're going to place 4 thrusters on this side now on the correct side, because before it honestly would not have worked. So we're just going to want to make sure that these are all on the same channel, and we're going to do channel 1. And there we go. We now have 8 large thrusters to push this thing across your world. Because it is really heavy, it's not going to move super fast, but trust me, it does move. It's actually amazing. So now, guys, we're pretty much done. All we have to do now is add a couple more balloons to this thing, and we will be good to go. Alright, guys, so we're going to want to come up top, break this seat for now, because we're going to have to add an activated balloon right on top. A large balloon, to be in fact. That is going to be what keeps this thing straight up in the air without flipping upside down or anything. So we're going to need a couple more, which means we're going to have to branch out just a little bit. I know it's going to kind of ruin the look, but it's a necessity. So So we'll go to the second layer here, and we're going to place these floors on the outside just like that. Now we can add 2 more, making sure it's all the way on the very edge just like this. And then we're going to do the same thing on each side, making sure it's on the floor like that. And then same thing on this side as well. And once again, all the way to the edge. And that should keep our aircraft afloat while it is high in the sky, not being able to tip over or nothing. And now you're probably wondering, how do you land this thing? Well, it's actually very simple. We're just going to add a landing mechanism, so that way it doesn't get destroyed when it does hit the ground. All we're going to do is grab a couple of these pillars, place them right on the edge right here, just like this, and do that on this side as well. Come on, there we go. And as you can see, it's just below the thrusters, so it's perfect. Now we can add a large, simple balloon, place it right in the center there, and then place one on this side as well, making sure it's in the center, just like that. And now we can come on this side, place one more once again right here, place a large simple tire right there, and then once more making sure it's in the exact same spot on this side, place one last pillar there and one last large tire. Now this should in theory stop it from hitting the ground and destroying itself. So there we go, guys. It's pretty much complete. It is fully functional, able to land, able to turn, able to fly around your world. All we have to do now is place a seat on here and test it out. So without further ado, guys, place the seat wherever your little heart desires. I'm just going to place it right here. Make sure all of your thrusters down here on channel 1, all of the ones on the bottom are on channel 3. And that's it, guys. The rocket ship is complete. All we have to do now is fly this thing. But first, let's get some B-roll. Alright, guys, we're good. We got some footage. Let's test this thing out. Not sure why my game has no audio. Like, the menu and everything has audio, but for some reason, in-game, like when I swing a pickaxe or break anything, it has no audio. So, don't mind that, guys. This rocket ship is still gonna work just fine. We can get in our seat, but right now, to get this thing in the air, we do have to break this beam down, which is scary, but guys, don't worry, it's not going anywhere. It'll just float elegantly to the ground. So break this, and bam, hits the ground, and we should be good. Now we can lift off. Make sure to break the rest of the beams so it doesn't get hit by the rocket ship. There we go. I broke all of the beams, and as you can see, the tires are doing their job, keeping this rocket ship from hitting the ground. All we have to do now, guys, is hop in this seat and take it for a test drive. Alright, who's ready, guys? I am ready. We're going to activate them balloons, and it's going to lift us a little bit off the ground. Not a lot, just enough. And as you can see, those thrusters down there, we can turn them whichever way we want to go. But to lift this thing in the air, all we have to do now is press our third keybind to activate them thrusters on the bottom. Are you guys ready for this? I'm ready for this. It's been a long time coming. If you guys are following along and building this thing, I wish you guys best of luck in your rocket ship. But let's lift off. 3, 2, 1, lift off! Here we go, guys, and we're flying high in the sky. Look at this thing. I want to get out and show you guys, but I also don't want to crash it. I think I'm going to have to. So as you can see, once the thrusters do give out, it'll fall slowly to the ground, and you can actually land this thing, which is just amazing. Oh, I'm glitched out of my seat, but that's no worries. Honestly, this is the coolest thing I think I have ever built in LEGO Fortnite. Honestly, had no clue you could build such an awesome rocket ship like this. But yeah, we can get out of our seat, and we can watch it. Well, I was gonna say we could watch it land, but I decided to jump out and die, so let's get back to it. Hopefully it didn't just fall into shambles and completely destroying itself before I could show you guys on how it works. Alright, I have no idea where I spawned, but I think it's really far away. Wait, guys, I found it! Yes! Wait, it's falling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it survived. Yes! Let's go. We found it! Man, I thought we lost it forever. Woohoo, man! Alright, let's hit the sack and let's test it out. Oh no, it's falling down the hill. Hurry, we gotta get to bed. We cannot let this thing get destroyed. Alright, see you guys in the morning. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hop in the seat and let's test it out for real this time. Thrusters in the air. Let's go! Oh my goodness, it's working so great. Now we have to test out the turning functionality. Ready? Let's go. There we go, guys. Oh my goodness. It's working so much better than I thought it would. Just like that, guys. Now we want to turn this way. Bam. Now we're turning this way. This thing is insane, dude. Oh my goodness. Wow. I just have to say, wow. Turns any way you want. Let's try to land it right here. Do you want to go that way? I want to go this way. There we go. Oh no, my game froze. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Alright. Let's land this thing before I destroy it. Let's not land on any houses. Alright. Landing successful. Now, one more thing I want to do. I want to lift it off and then fly away as it's lifting off. I think that would look absolutely crazy. So let's do that. Let's lift it off and let's get off of it. Oh my goodness, there it goes. There goes the rocket ship. Oh, wait, I didn't think about it falling. Wait, I hope it comes down for a smooth landing. Oh no, it's gonna land on the side of a hill. Well, if this is the rocket ship's fate. Oh, wait. What was that? What did it just do? Okay, please don't break. Please don't break. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we're good, guys. Well, there you guys have it. A fully functional rocket ship with landing that can fly around your world super fast. I'm surprised on how fast the thing is. With only 8 thrusters moving this thing, that is absolutely insane. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more amazing builds like this, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button down below. But that's it for me, guys. I will see you all in the next video. Later. Damn, this chick is dope. Let's pray it lasts. I really hope